best reactions to the French Grand Prix. Alright, well, it's been a while since all four of us have sat here. Yes, it definitely has been. But yeah, let's discuss the French Grand Prix. A race of a race. And okay, we actually got some topics from you guys and some questions as well. Anyways, let's get into our first topic. Old Donkey returns. Okay, so Donkey Crunch, man. We thought he was finally becoming a driver. He had like back-to-back points finishes. And then he comes and does something that old Donkey Crunch would have done. Goes into the chicane on lap 2. Tries to squeeze through Mario. Damages Mario's car. Makes Mario have to retire. And somehow is classified as a racing incident. How? Well, I kind of see why, but how did Donkey not get a penalty? And then also Donkey, I think he squeezed Mon out or something like that when he was fighting down below. And that's when he got a 10-second penalty. And then he had to serve it, so he just ruined his race. He ruined his own race. Yeah, not a really good weekend. Well, not a good race from Donkey. Yeah. Sorry this episode's a little bit short, but next we have the next topic, Logan. Oh Logie. Logie. He had an excellent weekend qualifying on the front row. Yeah, of course, Logan not a rookie, but it just shows his lack of experience being at the top of the field. Like, he's not used to being up in like P2. So he slipped down and ended up 4th at the end. Still very good for him and for Jones. And yeah, we had Mario, well, not Mario, Mark somehow hold on to P2. But of course, Mark knows how to drive while being in that position up there. Of course. Like, yeah, Mark obviously knows how to be in that position. Yeah, that's it for the topics. We're gonna do this a bit. We had some rain and qualifying stuff like that, but no rain for the race. I kind of wanted to see rain for the race. Not gonna lie. I thought I would have spiced things up. Yeah, it definitely would have spiced things up a bit. Of course, we had David Norris winning for the second time in a row, I believe. Yes. Yeah. At this point, and that also brings us to our next question from a fan. I forgot what the fan's name was. Will David Norris keep winning, or will Mario even win again? So I think Mario's definitely gonna win again. Just that he's had the worst luck out of anybody this season, in my opinion. Yeah, he's DNF this race. Of course, it wasn't his fault. We actually see Roger Ramsey. I mean, not Roger. Donkey actually, apologizing to Mario, which I think was pretty good because it was literally entirely Donkey's fault, basically. It was literally entirely Donkey's fault. We had say Arthur Thurston heard us, Greg. We had Emerald actually getting two cars in the points. And Edward actually got a point. That's surprising. And yeah, Barry was also in the points. Both Emeralds drove a pretty good race. Frank was a bit off too. Frank drove a good race. Well, a good race for Frank is just not to hit anyone, but but yeah, they had a good race. Yellow Sheep were like the masters. Like, they managed to hold on to those positions and just slow up everybody. Like, I thought that Ford had a decent weekend. Mon once again had another rubbish qualifying, another rubbish weekend. And yeah, Manton would have definitely been my driver today, other than Logan, because Manton came from like P7 to up to P4. No, actually, yeah, either P7 or P8 or P9. I think P8 up to P4. Of course, it should have been up there already in the first place, so he's not Mario who had like an actual issue in qualifying. Yeah, Mario had like probably the worst weekend. It's also this part of the season where Mario has like his worst luck. And yeah, he hasn't won since Germany. And to answer the question, Mario hopefully will win again. Maybe we should stop in our predictions. Maybe we should stop putting him to win, because every time we did that, he's lost. Although this time it was out of his control. Yeah, Roger couldn't even catch Mark either. Now the final thing is to rate the race out of 10. Alright, let's go. Let's Timmy, what would you rate the race? I would honestly rate the race a 6 out of 10. You know, a 7. I didn't expect the race at France and that layout to be that good, but it ended up being pretty good. Like, most of the overtakes were down in the chicane or in the final sector. None really at the start. Actually, we had like Stewart and the back markers making overtakes in turn 1. I would rate the race an 8 out of 10. I think it was an excellent race in my... Yeah, there was a lot of overtakes. But a lot of them like weren't shown. But there were a lot of overtakes. Pits, yeah. I kind of wished if it rained. If it rained, I wondered how the race would have turned out. Honestly, the race, yeah, there was a lot of overtakes, but it was still pretty boring in the end, in my opinion. Because like, it's just David just out in the lead. Like David won Norris won by 20 seconds, literally, one of the biggest margins ever won by. And Mario can't even win by that. Also, let's talk about David getting 10 wins, the first driver in R1 to do so. I thought it was going to be Mario, but David got to 10 wins. Yeah. Also, that damage, I think that crash damages Mario's gearbox, so I think Mario's going to have to take a grid penalty for the next race. Silky Cranch should probably take one as well. For causing a whole driver to have a grid penalty. But yeah, I think the race was pretty good, and that's going to be it for the people's best reactions. Make sure to like, subscribe. We're finally out of this triple header. Some of us will be at the next race in Orca. Yeah, that next race is like, not this weekend. Next weekend. After the one that's coming. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. We'll definitely have content still.